Wheelspin, fueled by Animate. Dan il-programm jista' jkollu xi prodotti kummerċjali. Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.
Insellem it-telespettaturi ta' Net Television speċjalment dawk li ta' kull ġimgħa jsegwu l-programm Wheelspin. Aħna mill-ġdid ninsabu ġewwa l-Fira Internazzjonali ta' Pariġi jekk intom segwejtu l-programm il-ġimgħa l-oħra tafu li wassalnilkom il-programm minn hawnhekk u hekk se nkomplu nagħmlu f'dan il-programm tal-lum. Ovvjament aħna qegħdin hawn ftit ġranet biex niffilmjaw dawn il-karozzi kollha u hekk kif qegħdin naħdmu qed naraw kif ser nkunu nistgħu kemm jista' jkun imwasslukom karozzi differenti minn ditti differenti biex inwassluhom ġewwa djarkom u nisperaw li tul dawn il-ġimgħat tkunu tistgħu tkomplu seguna biex tassew taraw din l-atmosfera sabiħa li hawn hawnhekk. Aħna pas-soltu dejjem nħeġġukom biex tikbunna taddunna l-kummenti tagħkom, taddunna suġġerimenti forsi anka xi affarijiet li tixtiequ taraw. Għandna telespettaturi li jseguna anka ta' kull ġimgħa saħansitra mill-Awstralja aħna minn hawnhekk insellmu wkoll lil David, lil Lawrence, lil Victor li jseguna mill-Awstralja ovvjament magħhom hemm dawk it-telespettaturi Maltin li ta' kull ġimgħa wkoll jiktbunna u jaddunna l-kummenti tagħhom. Mela, ovvjament dejjem infakkarkom ikbunna fuq wheelspin@b.rightnewmedia.com jew inkella Wheelspin PO Box 24 San Pawl il-Baħar min isib aktar faċli llum il-ġurnata hija aktar faċli tidħol online fuq il-Facebook page tagħna u hemmhekk tistgħu tħaddulna messaġġ jew inkella tħallulna kumment. Ħanibdew billi nerġgħu nidħlu ftit lill-atmosfera u nerġgħu ndaħlukom ftit din l-atmosfera ta' din il-fira eċċezzjonali. Segwu dal-filmati magħna. Min fuq l-istent tal-Peugeot se nagħtu ħarsa lejn x'kellha x'toffrilna din id-ditta, ovvjament kif diġà semmejna anke l-ġimgħa l-oħra, id-ditti Franċiżi ġewwa l-Fira ta' Pariġi jispikkaw għaliex jażu din il-fira anke biex jippreżentaw ċertu karozzi ġodda tagħhom u ċertu karozzi importanti wkoll. F'dan il-każ il-ditta Peugeot kellha 3 World Premiers, kellha 2 modelli ta' karozzi fosthom waħda li qiegħda hawnhekk ħdejja din hija il-Peugeot 508 Station Wagon. F'dan il-każ ġiet preżentata bħala First Edition. Dan għaliex hija l-ewwel edizzjoni ta' dan il-mudell u ġie ppreżentat b'mod speċjali b'ċertu features li huma differenti minn mudell tal-produzzjoni li għandu joħroġ aktar il qudiem. Jekk inħallsu lejn istil partikolari wara fejn qiegħda bħalissa jiena għandek il-dwal li huma typical claws li jista' magħrufin ukoll fuq karozzi oħra tal-Peugeot. Bejn dawn rear lights għandek linja sewda li meta tħares lejn il-karozza minn wara tas-sew tagħtiha dera aktar wiesa milli fil-fatt hi. Ovvjament jekk inħarsu lejn il-profil tal-karozza hija karozza twila, iżda dawk il-linji sottili li tant jagħtuha dera sabiħa minn quddiem għandek touches anka mal-headlights li huma differenti, il-headliner iswed li huwa idur mal-headlamps li tant ukoll jagħtiha dera sabiħa. Bħala first edition għandek ċertu features, ċertu kuluri li huma differenti kif diġà semmejt. F'dan il-każ ħa toħroġ tliet kuluri bħala limited edition għandek il-blue li jinsabaw fuq l-istand ukoll, għandek il-pearl white u għandek dal-kulur li għandi hawnhekk ħdejja li jsejjaħ l-Amazonite Grey. Barra minn hekk għandek anka minna ġewwa tal-karozza għandek ċertu kuluri li huma pratikament għal limited edition biss, għal verżjoni limited edition biss, dan il-każ għandek is-seats jew suwed tal-ġilda jew inkella ħomor tal-ġilda u l-aħmar tiegħu huwa tassew kulur rik mhux dak l-aħmar li għajjad ħafna iżda tassew jixraq karozza ta' dan it-tip. Għandek il-cockpit, l-cockpit tal-Peugeot li jissa drajnija wkoll f'modelli oħra rajnija tiġi preżentata fil-Peugeot 508 li wkoll qiegħda fuq dan l-stand qed tiġi preżentata bħala il-GT Line. F'dan il-każ għandek dak il-Peugeot cockpit li tant jagħtiha dera sabiħa, dak il-steering wheel li huwa aktar kompatt iżgħar li samdorin ukoll naraw fil-karozzi tal-Peugeot, għandek dak l-screen digitali wara l-steering wheel li tbiċċaw kważi dawk is-speedometers kif konna nafuhom u għandek ukoll screen li huwa ta' 10 pulzieri iżda huwa tawwali li pratikament jisu cinema screen. F'dan il-każ ukoll bħala first edition għandek il-touches tal-injam mal-center console u kif ukoll mad-dashboard li tant jagħtu għaddera sabiħa dak stitching partikolari wkoll kif qed naraw kważi id-ditti kollha qed jinvestu biex kemm jista' jkun il-kwalità tal-materjali kompli titjieb u dawn id-ditti partikolari speċjalment jiena jew għax ismi Franċiż ukoll. Jiena stil Franċiż joġobni ħafna u f'dan il-każ tassew bdejt inħares lejn karozza u nammira ċertu dettalji għax hija karozza li għandha tmur tajjeb ħafna. Dan il-każ bħala limited edition jekk inħarsu lejn il-boot huwa boot spazzjuż immens kif mistenni ovvjament bħala station wagon u għandek ukoll il-qiegħ li huwa tal-injam, magħmul tal-injam, forsi ftit qil minn dak li mdorri naraw is-soltu, u mbagħad għandek dak il-slip rails ukoll biex ovvjament jekk ikollok xi ħaġa ma tiżlokx. Din hija waħda mill-karozzi li hija fuq l-istand tal-Peugeot, għandna wkoll karozzi oħra kif diġà semmejna il-508 li rajna ġewwa il-fiera ta' Ġeniva qed tiġi preżentata fil-GT Line, għandna wkoll il-karozzi li qed jiġu preżentati bħal 208 u 308 li qed jiġu preżentati b'range ġodda, ovvjament karozzi oħra li issa mdorrin naraw mid-ditta Peugeot. Forsi tajjeb li nsemmu li hawn karozza gustuża ħafna il-verżjoni tal-108 miftuħa b'ċertu kuluri partikolari f'dan il-każ kulur aħdar. Barra dawn ovvjament hemm karozza li hija concept li tant hija sabiħa ma ħanħalli għal aktar qudiem biex ikunu nistgħu ngħidulkom aktar dwar dan il-mudell. Tajjeb li nsemmu wkoll li permezz ta' din il-fiera il-ditta Peugeot preżentaw magni ġotta, il-magni plug-in hybrid tagħhom li joffru 4 tipi ta' drive modes, kemm bħala electric, kemm bħala hybrid 4, ġifri 4-wheel drive, kemm bħala sport u bħala comfort. Mela dan kollu fuq l-istant tal-Peugeot u naħseb kieku inkompli nħares ftit madwari żgur li ikolli ħafna aktar xi ngħid. F'programm preċedenti ħarisna ftit lejn l-istorja ta' Pininfarina. Pininfarina huwa ovvjament isem magħruf ħafna fil-kamp tal-karozzi. Isem magħruf iżda ditta ġdida. Araw ftit ħolma li ssir realtà.
The synthesis of the Pininfarina values is innovation, purity and elegance.
What's beautiful about Pininfarina is it has a story that's over 70 years old, of exclusivity, of craftsmanship. That this is an unfinished story because it is a story about a man who built beautiful objects, beautiful machines, but built them for others. And he always yearned to build something for himself, where his name would be the badge on the car. And so when I met Paulo for the first time, just before we sealed the deal, the reason he backed our bid for investing in the company was because I had a very simple message for him. And that was that, of course, our goal is going to be to keep alive Pininfarina as a business, as an independent provider of engineering and design services. But I said my real goal is to fulfill your grandfather's dream.
I think we want to rewrite history books in the way how you do things, more in a partnership approach than rather doing everything ourselves.
Automobili Pininfarina isn't like other OEMs. We are curators and creators, and actually we're going to bring together a group of technology specialists to deliver something in a way that this industry hasn't done before.
And what we always try to put into our cars is a spark of innovation with always a very strong link to the old Italian features.
Se nagħmlu waqfa qasira ta' ftit riklami, ftit minuti biss imbagħad inkomplu b'aktar waqt il-programm tagħna. Fadal aktar xnirukom għalhekk ibqgħu hemmhekk.
Wheelspin, fueled by Animate. Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.
This is the new A-Class. Like any car, it has a display, but you can make it look like this, or maybe this. You can give a personal touch, even to the interior lights. So blue, yellow, green, red, all right, that's enough. The new A-Class with Mercedes Me, just like you.
Ma nistawx ma kunux fil-fira ta' Pariġi ma nħarsux ftit lejn id-ditti Franċiżi li tant jispikaw f'din il-fira partikolari. U llum għandi miegħi persuna partikolari, persuna li qed naraw ftit differenza fix-xogħol li għamel għaliex qiegħed jirrappreżenta qiegħed il-design director ta' ditta li inħolqot ftit ilu minn ditta oħra qed nirreferi għal DS Range u miegħi għandi lil Thierry Metros li huwa id-design director ta' din id-ditta. Mr. Metros, thank you for accepting our invitation to do this interview. Obviously, the DS range is the DS brand is a range that came out from Citroën. From your experiences also with the previous French brands as well, what can we say is the challenge when you come up with a design that is also reflective from a previously designed car, not as such a birth of a new brand?
It was a big challenge for me and for all my team because we launched the DS brand in 2014. And in fact, the first step of the design expression of the brand, it was the concept car, Divina, because we launched this concept car in 2014 to express our design language. And this concept car, it was a milestone in our history because with this concept car, we integrate, for example, the new front identity, the DS Wings identity. We launched this identity on the concept car. And 3 years after, you can see the DS7 crossback. On the front of the DS7 crossback, it's directly inspired by our concept car. And the best way to create a strong identity, to create a design language, is the concept. We started with Divine, 2014. After that, in 2016, we launched the E-Tense concept car. And when you are looking the DS3 crossback, the front of DS3 crossback, you have a lot of design features that are coming from this concept. And now, in the Paris Motor Show, we present the world premiere, the DS6 E10 dream car.
What was the main ingredient when you come to design a premium brand vehicle?
For DS, the most important for DS is the perfect combination between the high technology and the refinement. And the key point in terms of design for DS is the attention to detail in the exterior of our cars and also in the interior of our cars. When you are looking at the interior of DS7 crossback or DS3 crossback, the level of refinement, the quality of the leather, for example, all the details are very, very refined. And it's our strong identity. Because our ambition today is to embody in the automotive industry the French luxury know-how.
We've seen a lot of the premium brands in the past, but when it came to having a premium brand which is French, there's a particular design, the avant-garde style, which is particular. What makes it really so individual?
The avant-garde is the claim of the brand. And avant-garde is very French, in fact. You know the French Revolution. And in France, we love the avant-garde. We are very lucky because the design center and the brand is based in Paris. You know Paris because it's the capital of the luxury. We have a very strong savoir-faire in the craftsmanship, in all the watches, jewelry.
You mentioned it. You find it in Paris.
Yeah, and we are in Paris, and it's a very strong source of inspiration for the brand, for my designers, and we create relationships and exchanges with all these famous brands. For example, on this concept car, we work with Maison Le Marié. It's an art house, a Parisian art house. They have the best world expertise for the feather, the work on the feather. And we use this feather for the interior of this concept.
In fact, when we look at this car, literally it's breathtaking because it's a concept, but literally when you see it in front of you, it's in real life, and it's so different to anything we've seen, even in such motor shows. What makes this concept car so different?
Yeah, in fact, it's not a concept; it's a dream car. Okay, it's a dream car by 2035. But more than a simple dream car, it's the vision of the brand about the automotive luxury by 2035. And with this concept, our philosophy was to combine the high level of technology, the best of the technologies, the technological performance, and also to keep, in a certain way, the poetry and the emotion. It's the reason why we do a dual car. It's an asymmetric car. On one side, you have the sensation, the emotion, you drive the car, you have the adrenaline, okay, you have the power of the car. And in another side, this side, you have the autonomous driving. And you are in your luxury cocoon, you are disconnected from the surrounding, you are in a very nice atmosphere, very comfortable. We integrate a coffee machine. Yeah. And this place is really dedicated to the pleasure to travel in a very quiet and very luxury atmosphere.
Obviously, it's obviously very particular what to look at. The front is spectacular, however. What can you tell me about the design of the front?
Yeah, the front is very spectacular due to the light signature. As you can see, we have a strong innovation about the way how we display the light on the front of the car, because all the front of the car is made with the light. The name of this technology is DS Light Veil, because it's like a veil of light, and it's very innovative, and it's part of our future. We are working with our engineers, for example, to develop this technology for production.
That's interesting to keep on following over the next few months, if not years. You've also mentioned here we have today in the Paris Motor Show the DS3 Crossback. We've seen this segment as a growing segment. It's very important, and still you look at this car and it's very particular. Its lines are very particular, even inside. What can you tell us about the design of this vehicle?
Okay, I love this car. The DS3 Crossback is the second car of the new generation. The first one was DS7 Crossback. Now the second opus of our history with DS3 Crossback. And the key point of this car is the proportion. As I said always, a good design is good proportion. It's 60 or 70% of a good design is due to the proportion. The proportion of this car is just perfect. The size, the ratio between the size of the wheels, the wheelbase, the overall proportion are just perfect. And we work also a lot to integrate a very high level of technology. We have the DS Matrix LED vision. It's very innovative in this segment of car. It's a B-segment car, but a very high level of technology. We have in the interior a full digital cockpit, because all the instruments are digital. We have a very wide screen in the center of the dashboard, 10 inches screen, high definition, of course. And like all the DS, we pay a lot of attention to the detail. And the interior is very luxury and also very innovative and very avant-garde. When you're looking at the central fascia, we have very innovative graphics inspired by the DS pattern. Is inspired also by the pyramid of the Louvre, because we are partner of this fantastic museum, and we take the inspiration from the Louvre and from the DS pattern to create this very innovative graphic on the center of the dashboard.
Keeping always to the French beautiful design. We've seen these two vehicles here, which are spectacular. We've seen the DS3 Crossback as a production vehicle. What's next for production-wise when it comes to the DS range?
Today we are just talking about the DS3 Crossback because it's the world premiere of this car. Of course, we are, as Mr. Bonnefond said, we will launch one DS per year. Of course, we have the opportunity to discuss together again next year for our next DS.
Thank you very much for your time. It's been great talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Wasalna l-ħin tal-kompetizzjoni fejn innom telespettaturi tistgħu tirbħu magħna kull ma tkom tagħmlu tirrispondu għal domanda ħafifa dejjem relatata mal-programm tagħna jew ma' dak li tkunu qegħdin taraw waqt il-programm tagħna. Id-domanda tal-lum hija din. Għajdulna waħda mid-ditti li deret fuq dan il-programm illum. Ibatulna risposti tagħkom fuq wheelspin@vida.com jew kella Wheelspin PO Box 24 San Pawl il-Baħar. Il-risposta tagħkom tistgħu wkoll tagħtuwilna fuq il-paġna tagħna ta' Facebook kemm bħala messaġġ kif ukoll bħala kumment.
Ipparteċipaw fil-kompetizzjoni ta' Wheelspin u kull ġimgħa tistgħu tirbħu prodotti għal karozza provduti minn Autoglim. Fl-aħħar ta' sensiela jintrebħu wkoll żewġ biljetti għal sqallija mill-Virtu Ferries taxxi mhux inklużi, prodotti oħra provduti minn Autoglim u voucher ta' €150 li jintuża f'numru ta' petrol stations differenti ġentilment offrut minn Enemed.
U wara li rajtu r-regali li intom tistgħu tirbħu magħna wasalna biex nagħmlu waqfa qasira ta' ftit minuti, ibqgħu magħna li x'fadal aktar x'narukom.
Wheelspin, fueled by Enemed. Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji.
James said Sheila. Pedro said Catherine. I said Richard. Neighbors said neat. Feng Shui said ordered. I said live a little. He said this, she said that. I say aroma. The new Seat Arona. Do your thing.
Your motoring holiday starts here. Visit Sicily by car. Glide over the seas with Virtu Ferries.
Ditta li mhux imdorin naraw f'dawn il-firi li nattendu għalihom hija ditta li għandha l-isem VinFast. Hija ditta ta' karozzi li tiġi mill-Vietnam u f'din il-fira ppreżentat żewġ modelli, waħda sedan u l-oħra SUV. Tajjeb li nsemmu li din id-ditta għamlet ftitro hawnhekk għaliex wieħed mill-persuni li qed jissapportja din id-ditta Vjetnamiża huwa ħadd ħlief David Beckham. Araw ftit il-preżentazzjoni ta' dawn il-modelli, dawn il-karozzi li saru hawnhekk u nisimgħu wkoll xi kummenti li kellu x'għidilna.
welcome to the stage Madam Lei T. Tutui, Vice Chairwoman of Vingroup and Chairwoman of VinFast, and Mr. James DeLuca, CEO of VinFast.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to VinFast's first vehicle launch. VinFast is a new member of Vingroup, the largest private group in Vietnam with market leadership in multiple industries. Vingroup's goal is to build a world-class Vietnamese automotive brand.
Ladies and gentlemen, to introduce the real stars of the show, allow me to welcome the design director of VinFast, Mr. Dave Lyon. Dave.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Tui. Good morning. Ladies and gentlemen, as you will see, these automobiles exhibit a contemporary yet timeless style that applies Italian design flair and sophistication to the concepts the people of Vietnam chose less than a year ago. The fantastic proportions of the underlying architecture gave us a great base to work from. Now let me share with you some of the key highlights of our all-new design language. Both cars have an impressive stance and very sleek proportions. We deliberately pushed the front lamps and the grille forward and down to provide an elegant profile with a sense of forward momentum. Now, as a completely new brand, we needed to create a visual impact that generates instant recognition. So our family face has a strong focal point, the bold chrome V emblem. So, let's not delay any longer. Please welcome the VinFast Lux A 2.0 sedan and the Lux SA 2.0 SUV. I know, I love this part of the job. Okay, to help celebrate the launch of these world-class cars, I'd like to welcome someone who represents the beauty of the Vietnamese people, Miss Vietnam 2018, Chan Theo V. And a global superstar who needs no introduction and who represents VinFast's ambition to compete at the highest level of the world stage, Mr. David Beckham.
Hi, nice to meet you.
We are so proud to have you both here as part of our presentation today. Let me show you the car.
Obviously, once you get that closer look, you can see the mark, the craftsmanship that's actually gone into it, and in such a short space of time, it's incredible that something so beautiful has been created for Vietnam and the Vietnamese people. I think that obviously I've been there many times before, and I know how hard-working they are, how proud they are, and this is really something special. And for them to have been involved in the process, it makes it special. The fact that now, they have their brand, their car on a global stage is kind of it's a very proud moment for them.
Is-sezzjoni hija miġjuba lilkom minn Kynes Auto Sales Limited, rappreżentanti f'Malta ta' Mercedes, Smart, Renault, Dacia u ditti oħra.
Wasanna fit-tmiem ta' dan it-tieni programm li tellajna minn hawnhekk mill-Fira Internazzjonali ta' Pariġi. Nisperaw li llum orejnikom xi ħaġa partikolari li ntoġbot minnkom il-telespettaturi. M'għandix dubju għaliex dawn il-karozzi sbieħ żgur li laqtu l-gosti tagħkom li qegħdin hemmhekk jisseguna mid-dar. Aħna nistgħu ngħidu li min-naħa tagħna kulħadd għandu l-karozza favorita tiegħu jew inkella il-karozzi favoriti tagħhom għax ovvjament meta tara dawn il-karozzi kollha taħt saqaf wieħed tkun ħadd iġġennen letteralment M'hemmx kelma oħra biex nistgħu ngħidu aħna biex nispjegaw l-emozzjoni li nħossu meta naraw dawn il-karozzi kollha miġburin taħt saqaf wieħed. Mela, inkomplu nħeġġukom li tiktbunna, għajdunna x'taħsbu dwar dak li orejnikom, għajdunna x'tixtiequ taraw waqt il-programmi tagħna. Nirringrazzjawkom ta' kull ġimgħa tkomplu tikkomunikaw magħna hekk nieħdu pjaċir nirċievu minn għandkom. Komplu għamlu dan l-email address tagħna huwa wheelspin@b.rightnewmedia.com jew inkella Wheelspin PO Box 24 San Pawl il-Baħar. Mbagħad għandek l-għażla wkoll biex tikkomunika magħna tramite il-paġna tagħna ta' Facebook, hemmhekk tista' tibgħatilna kumment jew tħallilna messaġġ. Ovvjament programm bħal dan jista' jittella bl-għajnuna ta' ħafna nies. Tagħkom il-telespettaturi tal-li ta' kull ġimgħa tkomplu seguna u dawn fit-19 sena li għandna għaddejjin tagħmlulna l-kuraġġ biex inkomplu għaddejjin għal aktar u aktar snin. U ovvjament dawk in-nies li ta' kull sena jissapportjawna min-naħa tagħna nirringrazzjaw lil NMED, lil Kynes Auto Sales Limited flimkien ma' Scott's Motors u BMW Malta Limited, lil Continental Cars, lil Michael Attad Limited, lil Autoglim, lil Virtu Ferries, lil Hotel Excelsior u min-naħa tiegħi nirringrazzja lil Alex Lapira minn Alex Lapira Hairdressing għal xari. Appuntament għal aktar waqt minn din il-fiera fil-programm li jmistaw jisir nhar it-tnejn fit wara l-aħbarijiet tal-10 mhux ħajkunu biżżejjed dawn il-tliet programmi biex intellawlkom dawn il-filmati differenti li qed niġbru minn hawn. Aħna ħankomplu għaddejjin bix-xogħol tagħna sakemm ninsabu hawnhekk ġewwa Pariġi biex kemm jista' jkun fil-ġimgħat li ġejjin inkunu nistgħu waslulkom dawn il-karozzi hekk kif jiġu ppreżentati fis-suq dinji u nwaslulhom ġewwa djarkom. Mela, appuntament għal programm ieħor nhar it-tnejn kif diġà għattilkom wara l-aħbarijiet tal-10 ta' flaxija b'repetizzjoni il-ħadd wara nofsinhar. U minn hawnhekk insellmulkom.
Wheelspin jixtieq jirringrazzja lil dawn il-kumpaniji. Wheelspin, fueled by NMED.